Picture a young boy, barefoot, covered in dust, walking miles before sunrise just to get a glimpse of a classroom he's not even allowed to enter. The Civil War had ended, but freedom didn't mean opportunity. Not yet. That boy's name was Booker T. Washington, and against every odd, he would rise from a slave cabin to become one of the most influential black leaders in American history. Today's tale is about him. Booker was born around 1856 in a small log cabin on a Virginia plantation. He didn't even know his own birthday or his father's name. Life was all about survival, long days of labor, little food, and no chance to learn. But even as a child, Booker had a hunger that no amount of hardship could crush. The hunger to read. He would sneak glances at books carried by white children, dreaming of the day he could hold one himself. Then, in 1865, the Emancipation Proclamation reached Virginia. The chains were broken, but freedom, Booker soon realized, didn't mean the struggle was over. It just meant the fight had changed. After slavery, his family moved to West Virginia, where Booker worked in salt furnaces and coal mines. Every morning before dawn, he shoveled salt. Every night, he studied scraps of words by candlelight. One day, he heard about a place, Tuskegee Institute, a school for freed black people. He decided he had to go no matter what. With almost no money, he walked over 500 miles to Hampton, sleeping under bridges and begging for food along the way. When he arrived, dirty and exhausted, the head teacher didn't even want to let him in. So Booker grabbed a broom and swept an entire classroom until it was spotless. When she saw his determination, she said, "You may enter." That moment changed everything. After graduating, Booker became a teacher, but he had a bigger vision. He wanted to create a school where young black men and women could learn not just books but skills, carpentry, farming, bricklaying, the tools to build their own future. In 1881, at just 25 years old, he founded the Tuskegee Institute in Alabama. There were no buildings, no supplies, and no money, but there was faith, grit, and Booker's belief that education was the key to liberation. His students literally built Tuskegee with their hands. They made the bricks, built the dorms, grew the food, and turned the school into one of the most respected institutions in America. In 1895, Booker stood before a mostly white audience at the Atlanta Exposition, one of the first major public platforms ever given to a black man in the South. He spoke calmly but powerfully. Cast down your bucket where you are. In all things that are purely social, we can be as separate as the fingers, yet one as the hand in all things essential to mutual progress. It was a bold message, a call for black people to focus on economic strength and self-reliance rather than confrontation. Some persons like W.E.B. Du Bois would later criticize him for being too accommodating. But for millions, Booker's words were hope and a path forward in a world still drenched in racism. Booker T. Washington became an advisor to U.S. presidents, a best-selling author, and one of the most influential figures of his time. His book, Up From Slavery, inspired countless people, showing that the journey from chains to change begins with education and discipline. When he died in 1915, Tuskegee had over 1,500 students, hundreds of acres of farmland, and a reputation that stretched across the world. He had built not just a school, but a movement. From a dead floor in a slave cabin to dining with presidents in the White House, Booker T. Washington's life is proof that greatness is not born from privilege, but from purpose. So the next time you think your dreams are too far away, remember the boy who swept his way into school and built an empire from the dust of slavery. Thank you for sticking through till now. I'd like to know your thoughts on Booker T. Washington in the comment section. For more stories like this, please click on the like button, subscribe, share as well.